Alright, we're off. It's been a good break. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's always, I think, important to factor in a rest day every few days if you can. Take in some of the local sites, be a tourist. And in this case, JP has been able to sort out his front guard. He would be hard pressed to get that one clogged. Tom, who's been able to fix the brace on his fuel tank, that was welded up by an engineering company yesterday. I was able to swap out my front tyre because that other one probably wouldn't have made the distance, and that's okay. The only bloke who really hasn't had to do much is Chris, although he's concerned about his front sprocket, the drive sprocket that's worn, and we've now got an Amarok in support. I don't do a lot of supported rides. Andy's carrying the beer. He'll be with us for a couple of nights and then turn around and come back to Kununurra. So yeah, in 25 words or less for today, we're going to make it to Emma Gorge. It's all blacktop to there. It's about 110 kilometres. JP is the only guy who hasn't been on the Gibb. It's his ride, so he'll stop and see the things that he wants to stop and see. So we'll get to Emma Gorge. It is a stunning location. It's a bit of a walk to get in, but certainly well worth it. This is how they control the flow of water over at Ivanhoe Crossing, where I was yesterday getting that drone footage. Gibb River Road, turn left. Welcome to the Gibb River Road. Its origins were as a stock route, and it's got to be one of the more spectacular tourist routes now. I know it appears on a lot of people's bucket list, and when you've seen it for yourself you can understand why. Now it's blacktop to El Questro station and then onto the Pentecost River. Yeah, and after that it's all dirt. Right, we're just turning into the Emma Gorge Resort. This is an absolutely stunning gorge. It is a bit of a scramble to get there, a bit of a walk, but yeah, certainly well worth it. Sometimes these creek crossings have some really rocky bottoms, rocks the size of footballs, and it just throws you right off. Now we're going to be away at the top of the house. I think Chris is staying here so he can mind the gear, but yeah, it'd be good to find some shade if we could. Hello. Yeah, it's a bit of a clamber over rocks to get there. I don't make this shit up. And there it is. Absolutely stunning. Well, nearly back to the car park now, and civilization. Bit of a walk, but certainly worth it. And this place, the Kimberley, is scattered all over with waterholes like that. Some are even more spectacular. We'll have a bite to eat, something to eat, and then move on to the next one. Alright, we got in, now we've got to get out. A couple of water crossings. It's 32.5 degrees Celsius. It's warm out here, especially when you're wearing a couple of layers. Alright, I don't know how far it is to the Pentecost. I think it's about 40 kilometres, maybe less, doesn't matter. We're going to go straight past Old Quest Road. There's no desire to go in there. That's Old Quest Road. It's a privately owned cattle station that has been opened up to tourism. I mean, there's a lot of facilities there, there's some stunning scenery, all sorts of different levels of accommodation, but we won't get to see it. We won't get the chance to see everything on the Gibb, on this trip at least. Right, well, here's the Pentecost River crossing. It's easily done in a four-wheel drive, but on the motorbikes it can be a bit tricky. Very, very rocky bottom. It can throw you offline easily. The other thing is it's tidal. Sometimes you'll get here and it's only ankle deep. Other times, you know, could be halfway up your wheel. I'll have to stop here and let my final drive cool down, because if I hit cold water with a hot final drive, that'll end up damaging the seals and sucking moisture in. So we'll get out, we'll have a look, see, maybe walk it, and then take it from there. Oh, fuck. Well, look at that, what a postcard. Yeah, I've always dreaded crossing the Pentecost on the bike. That's the third time I've done it. Yeah, it always rattles me. That's one of the single biggest hurdles on our journey, so I'm glad that that's done and got it done early. From here we're going to, I think it's Ellenbray Station. It's renowned for its scones or something. We'll figure it out. But yeah, now I can relax. 34 degrees. This road can be in horrible condition. Heavily corrugated, dusty, very little wind most times, so the dust trail just hangs in the air. So we'll see what it's like. Gets a lot of tourist traffic. A lot of tourist traffic. Is it Ellenbray or Home Valley that we're going to? Yeah, look, see what I mean about the dust. Horrible. It's Home Valley that we were going to. I thought it was Ellenbray, I think it's called. Doesn't matter. probably call into both. Yeah, it's 2 kilometres in. Oh shit. You can't take off in 4th, can you? Yeah, all these stations open up to tourism. I don't know what they do during the hotter months, because they actually close Gibb River Road from about November through to March. You wouldn't want to be out here during midsummer. Oh, look at that. Swimming pool, beautiful. Well, we've pulled up long enough to hydrate. It's thirsty work up here at the moment. We're going to ride on for another hour. Tom's got a couple of tracks marked on his GPS where we're going to try and bush camp. Failing that, then we'll continue on to Allenbrae Station, which is about an hour and a half up the road. Bush camping could be difficult because we've got the car supporting us for a couple of days at least. So yeah, normally we just spear off in the bush, but it's not that easy with a vehicle with us. We'll figure it out. We usually do. They got some big bundies in this road. Bloody hell. What's going on, Tom? Tom thinks he's found a track. Geez, it's dry here. You wouldn't want to rest your exhaust against this grass. Tom's found a place a couple of kilometres back. Well, somebody's been here before us. The track's got to lead somewhere. Bulldust. Look at the size of this snake. Unbelievable. I've never seen one as big as that in the wild, and I've been around the block once or twice. That is huge. He's just warming himself up. I'm surprised he hasn't moved. He shouldn't be hibernating, not in these temperatures. He's a big one. I wouldn't have a clue what type it is. I was bitten by a snake when I was 18 as a young soldier. Nearly killed me, unconscious before I got to hospital. Yeah, anyway. It's punishing on the tyres. There are so many big bundies that are just lying randomly across the whole track. It's like hitting a vessel block. Let's find some shade. JP's got a puncture on the front. They're tubeless, so it shouldn't take long to repair it. Shouldn't, but who knows. Oh, there's no respite out here. I'm going to get JP to go up the front to set the pace, because on the dirt that front wheel won't be too noticeable, but as soon as he gets on the blacktop, it's going to shake the shitter out of him. We've probably lost about, I don't know, over an hour trying to fix that flat. Doesn't matter, we'll still pull up at a reasonable hour of the day. Oh, that's a welcome sign. Grader ahead. Oh, that's better. Another short ribbon of asphalt coming up. short-lived. To cycle tour, but I wouldn't do it in Australia personally. Good luck to them. Aaron, if you're watching, your kind are crazy. Alright, if you turn right here, that'll take you to Kununurra. And for those who have been on Great Central Road and been to Warburton, the Aboriginal community there, Kununurra is like Warburton by the sea. That's the best way to describe it. But anyway, we're turning left and heading towards the Barnett Roadhouse, about another 110 kilometres. We're a few kilometres from Barnett Roadhouse. The next problem for me will be crossing the Barnett River. It's normally got water in it, sometimes quite deep, and I'll have to let the final drive cool down once again. I don't want to enter that water with a hot final drive, and that's just this side of Barnett Roadhouse. Now, I forgot about this one. This is the Hahn River. It is not very deep at all, so I'll just glide across this without making too much wash. What a nice setting, beautiful. 50 kilometres to go. I don't know what's in front of me, but I'll be struggling to pass that in these conditions. Not a very favourable wind. It's probably nothing more than a four-wheel drive towing a caravan, but the dust trail he leaves behind is enough, yeah, that I won't be able to pass him. Not now. Could be a long 50 kilometres. Oh, road train. Us just hangs there. Now Barnett, 5 kilometres. Yeah, the river's just this side of it. Time spent doing reconnaissance is time well spent. This should be firm enough even for my big girl. Won't even get wet feet. Thank you, Tom. Have you broken yours?
I've sunk it. I don't think the tides are like that. I think it just needs a little bit of time for itself.
Well, now what?
Camping in.
It's only just over the crest, mate.
We're camping in.
We'll leave you a couple of beers.
Yeah. You go check out Mount Barnett. I will stay with Purity. And if I'm not there within an hour, come back and get you, buddy.
Tom's staying here to dry out his ignition. We'll go forward to the roadhouse and wait for him there. We'll make ourselves a cup of coffee and wait for Tom. He won't be long. He'll figure it out. He usually does. Alright, it's a 7-kilometre drive to the campground at Manning Gorge. It can get busy there. It's a popular spot. It's just after 3 now. I was hoping to get there a little bit earlier so we could hopefully get one of the better spots before they fill up with grey nomads. Trouble is when you're travelling behind these vans, you can't find that sweet spot. Feel every bump in the road. And here we are back at the roadhouse. Like I say, the priority will be refueling, I think, and then take off some layers and wait.
In about an hour at the next roadhouse.
We've been here for about an hour and it's bloody hard to get motivated to leave. It's in the shade, you've got access to shelter and cold drinks, hot food. But this ain't getting the job done. There's an Aboriginal community about an hour up the road, Imagi. They got a shop there. After about an hour we'll be due for a break. Black strip. I wonder how long that goes for.